So I guess to summarize, we probably had four objectives in mind. So firstly, it was around how do we identify new pockets of growth. So if you take Western Europe, organized trade, it's a mature channel. And essentially, how do we use the data, the advanced analytics to unlock new areas of growth? And again, this is to be done through hyper-segmentation and store-level targeting as examples there. Probably the second objective then is around, what was mentioned at the start, and then decision-making is how do we use analytics to make better, faster, and more accurate decisions. So this is paramount. So given, if you take COVID as an example now, and the question you asked around, what SKUs, you can imagine it now, what SKUs do you delist in the short term to try and ease the supply chain pressure? It's a difficult decision to make without data. And again, these solutions, like the assortment solution that Symphony offers, you're able to make better, faster, more accurate decisions here using obviously real sales data. So that was a big one for us, which is how do we use it to look at instant predictions, use it for scenario planning as an example. And then probably the final one was around, again, I've mentioned this, the category management process. So how do we start to digitize the end-to-end category management process from identifying the clusters, building the assortment, the planograms, then the execution, the tracking, and so on? How do we start to digitize that process? So again, we've probably dipped our toe in a little bit on some of the solutions, but again, the vision is how do we start to look at the full end-to-end on our execution?
And I think that leads on to a question which you've started to answer actually, which is, why did you choose Symphony? I'm sure you're aware of other solutions that are out there. So perhaps the question is, what made us a bit different?
Well, on that question, it's probably the big factor for us, I would say, is the modular approach that Symphony offers. So I think typically with systems, it's all or nothing. You either have it all, and there may be things that you don't need or you don't use. But what we really liked about the Symphony, I guess, portfolio or suite of products was it's kind of like plug and play. You have 5 or 6 different solutions, and then that tackle different use cases. And then the idea then is you can turn on or off the solutions that you need. So again, I think that was a big one for us. So in the short term, as I mentioned, they were going back to the objectives. We felt that clustering and the assortment were probably the two that we wanted to try first and look at. And we were able to just turn them on. And I think that was great. So I think that was a big factor for us, was there was no wastage in terms of we weren't using something, we didn't have something that we didn't need in that sense. So again, the other part then to the modular approach was that they're all connected and they're seamlessly integrated via the cloud again, which was a big selling point. Secondly, I'd probably say that, again, not only the modular approach, but the solutions or the portfolio, the suite of products that you offered as well aligned to what we wanted to pursue, I would say. So again, category assessment, intelligent clustering, assortment optimization, all the way through to shelf planning. So for me, if I was to summarize, the modular approach was great for flexibility, and also you offered solutions that we were interested in as a business.